Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tom Gummy, and today we are back for another statue tutorial. Of course, Season 5 Battle Pass just dropped on Fortnite, and of course we have a bunch more skins to put out. Today we are doing one of the arguably most popular ones, which is of course the Tier 100, otherwise known as Ragnarok. Now, of course, this does have 6 variants, 6 stages. This one in the video today is going to be the first stage. If you do want the other stages, or indeed the final stage, which is the ultimate, most impressive, and also the most difficult for me personally to actually build, then again please do let me know down in the comment section below. Now I also want to give a quick shout out to JBros Gaming, who's done an awesome pixel art of the actual final edition. I'm going to leave a link in the description as well as an annotation on screen both now and at the end of the video, so if you want to go check that out please do, as well as Jared Gaming, who has also uploaded a plushie version of this, and this is something we're going to be doing in the near future where I'm going to upload a statue version and they're going to upload the alternative versions on their channel. So again, if you're into that kind of stuff, you want to build all 3, please do not hesitate to go check the videos out. Again, that will all be linked down below. And again, let them know I sent you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really do hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Once again, if you do, I like would be very much appreciated. A comment to see what you want to see in the very near future on the channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. So, to begin the video, we're going to start off by listing out the blocks you're going to need to build this statue. You'll need this following: oak planks, spruce planks, dark oak planks, spruce wood, dark oak wood, brown terracotta, grey terracotta, cyan terracotta, grey wool, oak wood, brown concrete, yellow terracotta, yellow concrete, light blue concrete, cyan concrete, white terracotta, light grey terracotta, and also white wool. So again, I'll give you guys a second to grab them blocks into your inventory and then we'll be good to go. So, let's get into building. We're going to start off like normal by building the front side of the legs. The front side of the legs is 12 tall and 8 wide. So we're going to start off with the first layer. For the first layer, we're going to build left to right. We're going to place 1 oak plank, 2 spruce logs, and bear in mind the logs have got to be facing upwards. So again, you want this texture at the top and you want this texture on the front side. Next to that, we're going to continue by placing 2 oak planks, 2 spruce logs, and 1 oak plank. And that is layer number 1. As you can see, once again, that is 8 blocks wide, and that consists of 1 oak plank, 2 spruce logs, 2 oak planks, 2 spruce logs, and 1 oak plank. Now, after every single layer, I'm not going to repeat it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to back up and give you guys an opportunity to pause. So again, if you do have any issues, please just pause the video once I've backed up like this, and it should be pretty easy to catch up. So moving now on to the second layer. Second layer is going to consist of 1 spruce plank, 1 spruce log, 1 oak plank, 2 spruce planks, 1 oak plank, 1 spruce log, and 1 spruce plank. And again, that is layer number 2. For layer number 3, we are going to place 2 spruce planks, 1 dark oak log, 2 spruce planks, 1 dark oak log, and 2 spruce planks. And once again, that is layer number 3. The final layer of these shoes now, which is layer number 4, is going to be 2 dark oak planks, 1 spruce log, 2 dark oak planks, 1 spruce log, and 2 dark oak planks. And once again, that is the 4th layer, the final layer of the shoes. Now essentially, what I mean by the shoes is, of course, it's the shoes. But what I mean by that is the next part is actually going to be the legs / trouser area. So we're going to be moving into an area which is going to be out of brown terracotta and grey terracotta. So it's a bit more simplistic in terms of colour scheme, but just as detailed in terms of pattern. So moving on to the next layer, which is indeed the 5th layer. Very, very simple. We're going to place 8 brown terracotta, otherwise known as stained clay, otherwise known as hardened clay. I've noticed it varies per platform. The next layer on top of this is going to be layer number 6. We're going to place 1 grey terracotta, 1 brown, 2 grey, 2 brown, 1 grey, and 1 brown. That is layer number 6. For layer number 7 now, we are going to place 3 grey terracotta, 1 brown, and 4 grey, so nice and simple. On top of this, we are going to place 1 grey, 1 brown, 3 grey, 2 brown, and 1 grey. And again, just backing up so you can see, that is our 8th layer. For the next layer now, which is layer number 9, we are going to place 1 brown, 2 grey, 1 brown, 3 grey, and 1 brown. And again, that is layer number 9. For layer number 10 now, we are going to place 4 grey terracotta, 1 brown, and 3 grey terracotta. Second to last layer now, the 11th layer, is as following. We're going to place 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey, 2 brown, 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey. So once again, that was the 11th layer, the second to last layer. And for the 12th and final layer, we are going to place 6 grey terracotta, 1 brown, and 1 grey. And if you back up, it should now look something like this. That is a 12 by 8 rectangle, that being 12 blocks tall, 8 blocks wide, and that is the front side of the legs. Now, of course, there are going to be some 3D effects we're going to add just to make it look a tad more realistic. This is mainly in terms of the feet at the bottom, and also we're going to add some little straps going around the side of the right leg. So, starting off at the bottom, what we're going to do is in front of these spruce logs, we're going to bring them forwards a layer. So, on either side, we're going to bring forwards these spruce logs. Once again, make sure they are facing upright, like so. And on top of each one, we're going to cap it off. So, on the left side, we're going to place 1 spruce plank. We're then going to go down diagonal, place 1 oak, continuing over to the right side, 1 oak, up diagonal, 1 spruce. It's as simple as that, and if you back up, you can now see it looks like this. So it just adds a bit more shape to the front side of the feet, without, I guess, making it look too bulky. The next step we're going to do is head over to the top right corner. We're going to come down to the 10th layer, so the 3rd layer down, and we're going to place a cyan terracotta. Once again, when I say 3D effects, we're placing it on top of, not replacing, not into, on top of. So placing 1 cyan terracotta, to the left of this 1 grey wall, and 2 cyan terracotta. Going back to the right side, we're going to leave a 2 block gap, and on this layer here, which would be the 7th layer, we're going to place 1 cyan, 2 grey wall, and 1 cyan. And once you back up, it should now look like this. So essentially, we've got the feet, the shoes, and then we've got the legs with the kind of straps going around the right leg. So this is now what the front side of the legs looks like. Again, just to repeat myself, that is a 12 by 8 rectangle, and if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Once you've got that and you're ready to move on, we're now going to work on the upper body, so let's continue and start working on it. So, for the upper body, same procedure applies. We are going to be placing the basic blocks, and then we'll come back later on and add the 3D effects. So starting for the first layer, which is the 13th layer of the build, we're going to place 1 oak log, 1 spruce log, 2 oak. This is where it gets a bit more of a pain with inventory management. So we are going to place 1 yellow concrete, 1 oak log, 1 spruce log, and 1 oak log. So once again, that is the 13th layer of the build, first layer of the body. What we're then going to do, just as a marker, is grab ourselves our white stained terracotta, and our brown concrete. On the left side, we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left using white terracotta, and place 1 brown concrete to cap it off, so that's 4 wide. On the right side, we do the exact same, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to side, 1, 2, 3 using white terracotta, and then the 4th block is going to be out of brown concrete. So it's a 4 block extension to the left side and the right side. Essentially what this is doing is marking out where the hands start, where the arms begin, and it means we don't have to come later on, figure it out by counting. It's all ready to start when we get to it. For now, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to continue with the body, and then we'll come back to the arms later on and make some progress on it. So going back to the actual body of the statue, the second layer, which we're going to start off on top of this oak log here, is going to consist of 1 dark oak plank. We are then going to grab ourselves our oak logs, which is, again, a bit tricky with the inventory management. So we're going to place 2 oak logs, 1 yellow terracotta, 3 oak logs, and 1 dark oak plank. Once again, that is the second layer of the body, and let's continue. So for the next layer now, we are going to grab ourselves our white terracotta. As you can probably tell by the hands, this is going to be our skin tone we're using for the statue. So the third layer is going to be nice and simple. That's going to consist of 8 blocks of white terracotta. What we're also going to have to do now is grab ourselves our light blue and our cyan concrete. The next layer, which is the 4th layer, is going to consist of 3 white terracotta, 1 cyan concrete, and 4 white terracotta. So again, that is the 4th layer, and we're starting to factor in now the blue lines that run over the body. The next layer we are going to place is going to consist of 1 dark oak plank, 1 oak plank, 1 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete, and 1 white terracotta, and that is the 5th layer of the body. On top of this, for the 6th layer, we are going to place 3 dark oak planks, 1 oak plank, 1 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete, and 2 white terracotta. So you can see here we have the belt, we have kind of the stomach region with the patterns, and we're starting to get into this kind of strap that goes across the chest. So that again is the 6th layer, halfway point. If you want to pause, please feel free to do so, and we're going to continue. So for the next layer now, we are going to start off once again by placing 1 oak plank. We're then going to place 4 dark oak planks, 1 oak plank, 2 white terracotta, so that is the 7th layer. On top of this, for the 8th layer, we're going to place 3 oak planks, 1 oak log, 2 dark oak planks, 1 light blue concrete, and 1 white terracotta. So again, just backing up so you can see, this is what it looks like, and again you can start to see the progress. So continuing now, the next layer is as following. We're going to place 1 white terracotta. We're then going to follow it with 3 oak planks, 1 oak log, 2 dark oak planks, and 1 white terracotta. On top of this, we're going to place 3 white terracotta, 2 oak planks, 2 dark oak planks, and 1 white terracotta, and that is the 10th layer. The 11th layer, the penultimate layer, is as following. We're going to place 4 white terracotta, 2 oak planks, and 2 dark oak planks. And then that brings us to the final layer, the 12th layer. So for the 12th layer, we're going to place simply 5 white terracotta, 1 oak plank, and 2 dark oak planks. And once you've done that, it looks something like this. That is 12 tall, 8 wide, and that is the basic shape of the body. So again, this is a good opportunity to pause. We will be adding some 3D effects later on in the video. For now, we're going to worry about the arms, get them out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and add the 3D effects to everything. So we're going to start off, in this case, on the left arm. Again, if you haven't already, come to the 13th layer of the build, aka the first layer of the body. Go 4 blocks to the left, so that consists of 3 white terracotta and 1 brown concrete. The arms itself are going to be 12 tall, 4 wide. We're going to be doing it layer by layer. So, first layer is already done. On top of this, we're going to place, from left to right, 1 spruce plank. Going to have to grab ourselves some, I'm trying to think of which block would be best. Let's get rid of that. Grab ourselves our brown concrete. So we're going to place 1 brown concrete, 1 dark oak, and 1 white terracotta. So that's the second layer. Third layer now is going to be 4 spruce planks. And on top of that, we're going to place 2 spruce planks, and again, a bit of inventory management, 2 brown terracotta. On top of this now, for the 5th layer, we're going to place 1 brown terracotta and 3 spruce planks. And on top of that, we're going to place 4 spruce planks. The next layer now, which is going to be the 7th layer, is going to be 4 white terracotta. So this is getting into the upper arm region. On top of this, we're going to place 1 white terracotta, 1 cyan concrete, 1 white, and 1 light blue concrete. On top of this, we are going to do 1 light blue, 1 white, 1 light blue, 1 white, and on top of that, we're going to do 3 layers of white terracotta. Once you've done that, that is a 12 by 4. That is the left arm complete. And the good news is the right arm is the exact same. It's just mirrored. So flip it over and you've got yourself the right arm, which makes it nice and simple if you just want to do it in a quick rush. So if you do want to replicate that, feel free to do so. Just skip about a minute forwards in the video. For all you guys that want me to go through it, I am going to go through it nevertheless. So again, if that doesn't interest you, you want to save yourself some time, just skip a minute or 2 forwards in the video. So anyways, heading over to the right side, once again, 13th layer of the build, first layer of the body. We are going to go 4 blocks to the right, that being 3 white terracotta and 1 brown concrete. The second layer is going to be 1 white concrete, 1 dark oak plank, 1 brown concrete, and 1 spruce plank. Layer number 3 is going to be 4 spruce planks. And on top of that, we're going to place, let me grab again our brown terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 2 spruce planks. On top of that, 3 spruce planks, 1 brown terracotta, and then on top of that, 4 spruce planks. So rapidly, nice, quick, out of the way, that is the first 6 layers complete. The 7th layer is going to consist of 4 white terracotta. On top of this is where we start to bring in the blue pattern. So we're going to place 1 light blue, 1 white, 1 cyan, 1 white. And on top of that, we are going to place 1 white, 1 light blue, 1 white, 1 light blue. On top of this, to cap it off, we're going to place 3 layers of white terracotta. Once I back up, it should now look something like this. And again, that's the exact same as the left side, just flipped over. So that is the left arm and the right arm complete, both being 12 by 4, exact same pattern, again, just mirrored. So that is the basics of the front side of the body. If you want to pause, now is a good time to do so. For what we're going to do next, we're essentially just adding all the 3D effects. So, we're going to start off, bear in mind, there is no 3D effects on each arm. We're going to start off at the lower half of the body, aka this belt area. In front of this belt, we are going to place, in front of this oak log in the bottom left corner, 1 spruce plank, 1 dark oak plank, 2 spruce. Again, inventory management, we're going to place 1 yellow concrete, 2 spruce planks, 1 spruce, 1 dark oak, and then 1 spruce. So there we go. So that's the first layer. And that is a line of 8. Essentially, it's covering up what we did before. You can change it to oak logs if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Second layer, we're going to leave 1 block. We're going to place 2 spruce planks, 1 yellow terracotta, 3 spruce planks, and leave 1 block. So that's what we're going to do for the belt area. Now, in terms of the strap that goes across the body, we are going to come to the 5th layer on the left side to this dark oak plank here. And we're going to place 1 dark oak plank. What we're then going to do is we're going to go up 1 and we're going to place a brown concrete. Now from here, I'm essentially going to form a pattern. So we go to right, up, to right. Below this one here, we're going to place a dark oak. So again, if I back up, it should currently look like this. Now continuing to the side of this dark oak, or should I say brown concrete, we're going to place a cyan terracotta. To right of that, we're going to place a dark oak plank. Above said dark oak plank, we're going to place a brown concrete. To right of this, we place 1 dark oak plank. Above this, we're going to place 1 brown concrete. To right of this, we're going to place a dark oak plank. Again, if I back up, just to give you a view of what it looks like currently, this is what it does look like. Above this brown concrete, we are going to place a cyan terracotta. And to right of that, we're going to place a dark oak plank. Above the 2 dark oak planks, we're going to place 2 brown concrete. And to the right of the 2 brown concrete, we're going to place 2 dark oak planks. That'll bring you up to the top, and that is the 3D effects on the front side of the body complete. So once again, just what this replicates, this is one of the straps, this dark oak and brown concrete, and then the second strap is going to be the oak wood planks and the oak logs. So again, that is the front side of the body. If I back up, you should now have something which looks like that. It's 24 in total, tall, 16 wide, 8 wide if you're not including yours, for whatever reason. And yeah, you can start to see it's starting to look somewhat interesting. However, we're now going to turn this into a statue. The way we're doing that is by working on the sides, making it 3D, essentially. So we're going to come around to the left side of the body, to the left side of the leg. This is our first block, and this will maybe become quite important in a second. So from here, we're going to expand 1, 2 to the left using oak planks, and then 1 spruce plank. Now where this becomes important is because the sides are 12 by 4. However, we're only placing 3 blocks per layer because this block, this one I was talking about a second ago, that's our 4th block. So the 4th block's already there. 4th block plus the 3 we're placing is going to give us our 12 by 4. So we're going to work up layer by layer, left to right, 3 blocks on each layer. Second layer is going to consist of 1 spruce plank, 1 dark oak log, and 1 spruce plank. The third layer is going to be 1 spruce plank, 1 spruce log, 1 dark oak log, and on top of this we're going to place 1 spruce log, 1 dark oak log, plank, and then 1 spruce log. So that is the first 4 layers. Now from here, we're moving into the kind of trouser texture, which is consisting of the brown terracotta and the grey terracotta. The 5th layer is going to be 1 brown, 1 grey, 1 brown. On top of this, we're going to place 1 brown and 2 grey. So that is the 6th layer. For the 7th layer, we're going to place 3 grey. For the 8th layer, we're going to place 2 brown and 1 grey. For the 9th layer, we're going to place 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey. For the 10th layer, we place 2 grey, 1 brown. For the 11th layer, we place 1 brown, 2 grey. And then for the 12th layer, we're going to place 2 grey and 1 brown. Once you've done that, that is the left side of the leg complete. That is a 12x4. Once again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And from a corner angle, it looks something like this. Now, again, the right side, very, very similar. We're going to head around in a second. So same logic applies. We're going to start off at this oak plank here. We're going to go 1, 2 to the right using oak planks, 1 spruce plank, and then we're going to work up. So exact same as before, 12x4. The first block in this case is already here, so the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are the ones we're going to be placing. So, moving on to the 2nd layer. We're going to place 1 spruce plank, 1 dark oak log, and 1 spruce plank. The 3rd layer is going to be 1 dark oak log, 1 spruce log, and 1 spruce plank. The 4th layer is going to be 1 spruce log, 1 dark oak plank, 1 spruce log. Once again, that's the 4th layer. And then once we get to the 5th layer, we're moving into this area which is brown terracotta and grey terracotta. So the 5th layer is going to consist of 1 brown, 1 grey, 1 brown. On top of this, we're going to place 2 grey, 1 brown, and that is the 6th layer. The 7th layer is going to be 3 grey terracotta. On top of that, we're going to place 1 grey, 2 brown. The next layer is going to be 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey. That is the 9th layer. The 10th layer is going to consist of 1 brown, 2 grey. The 11th layer is 2 grey, 1 brown. And the 12th layer is 1 brown and 2 grey. So that is a 12x4 rectangle. And most importantly, the right side of the leg. Now from a corner angle, it should look like this. Again, exact same as the other side. The one thing we are going to change, however, is we're going to add a slight addition, which is going to consist of cyan terracotta and grey wool. And it kind of fits in with the theme of what we've got at the front side, which is these 2 straps going round for a right leg. So continuing with that theme, we're going to come to the 10th layer on the right side of the leg. Starting on the left side, again as a 3D effect, we're going to place 2 cyan terracotta, 1 grey, and 1 cyan. Underneath this, we're going to leave a 2 block gap. We're then going to place 1 cyan, 1 grey, and 2 cyan. And again, if I back up, you'll see from a corner angle, it continues around the side of the leg at the exact same height and the exact same position, and gives the effect that it is truly just a strap around the legs. So again, I'll give you guys a brief second to pause if you feel it's necessary, and then we're going to make some progress on the side of the arms. So, in terms of the sides of the arms, what we're going to start off by doing is grabbing ourselves our white terracotta. We're going to come around to the rear side of the statue. Now on either side, at the bottom of the hands, we have this area here. The first layer essentially is going to be 1 brown concrete and 3 white terracotta. Now behind the brown concrete, we're going to expand it backwards. We're going to use 1 dark oak, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 brown concrete. Behind the white terracotta, a bit more simple, we're just going to expand it backwards, 3 white terracotta. So underneath, it looks something like this. That's a 4x4 platform. Exact same logic applies on this side. So behind the brown concrete, we're going to place 1 dark oak plank, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 brown concrete. And behind the white terracotta, it's simply 3 white terracotta. Underneath, ends up looking something like this, and that is a 4x4 platform. Now that's going to be the underside of the hand, the base, I guess you could say, and essentially what it prevents is otherwise you'd have something like this at the end if you don't fill this in, and you'll have a weird hole in the bottom of the hands, and that's not ideal. So that's why we worry about that, and we get that out of the way nice and quickly. So if you now come to the side, of course on the left side is what I'm at currently, you're presented with something which looks like this. Now that's essentially a backwards L shape. It's something very similar to what we had with the sides of the legs in terms of the first layer is done, but also the fourth block of each layer is also done, so we don't need to worry about that. It means we're only placing 3 blocks per layer because 3 plus an already existent block is our 12 by 4. So, as I said before, we are going to be placing 3 blocks per layer, and let's start. So the first layer already consists of 1 brown concrete, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 dark oak plank. The second layer now is going to be 1 spruce plank, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 spruce plank. The third layer is going to be 2 spruce planks and 1 brown terracotta. On top of this, we're going to place 3 spruce planks, and that is the fourth layer. For the fifth layer now, we're going to place 1 spruce plank, 1 brown terracotta, 1 spruce plank. On top of this, we're going to place 1 brown terracotta and 2 spruce planks. So that is the first 6 layers. Now for the 7th and onwards layers, of course we're going to need our light blue and our cyan, as well as our white terracotta. So the 7th layer, nice and simple, is going to be 3 white concrete. White terracotta. Always confuse them. The next layer is going to be 1 light blue concrete, 1 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete. And on top of this, with our alternating pattern, we're going to have 1 white terracotta, 1 cyan concrete, and 1 white terracotta. Now on top of this, we're going to do 3 more layers of white terracotta. That will bring us all the way up until the top. That is a 12 by 4, and that is the left side of the arm. So once again, 12 by 4, 12 tall, 4 wide, and if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. Good news, once again, is the right arm is indeed the exact same, so if you want to copy it over, you are more than welcome. For those, again, that do want to copy it over, feel free, skip forwards about a minute in the video, and I am going to go through it. So, heading round to the right side, exact same as before, L shape, 12 by 4, first block already done. First layer consists of 1 dark oak plank, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 brown concrete. Second layer now is going to be, from left to right, 1 spruce plank, 1, need the blocks back, brown terracotta, and 1 spruce plank. So that's the second layer. The third layer now is going to be 1 brown terracotta, 2 spruce planks, on top of this, 3 spruce planks. The fifth layer now is going to be 1 spruce plank, 1 brown terracotta, and 1 spruce plank. And on top of that, we're going to do 2 spruce planks and 1 brown terracotta. So that's the first 6 layers. Again, for the 7th and onwards layers, we need our white terracotta, light blue concrete, cyan concrete. So our 7th layer is going to be 3 of the white terracotta. 8th layer is going to be 1 light blue concrete, 1 white terracotta, and 1 light blue. Next layer is going to be 1 white, 1 cyan, 1 white, and then the next 3 layers is going to be white terracotta. So that is the right side of the arm. Again, that's a 12 by 4, and from a side angle looks like this. So if you now back up, you should have something which looks like this as a whole, as a statue. Again, it's starting to look, shall I say, pretty nice. And this is where we hit an issue. So if we come around to the rear side, it's lacking. It's empty, and that's what we're going to work on now, and it's, again, not easy. So if you do, again, feel that you've been left behind, please just pause the video. Even if you want to, you could just slow down the audio on YouTube and just completely ignore my voice, just look at the visuals. It doesn't matter as long as you get it correct. That is the main point, because you don't want to get to the end and realise things haven't gone to plan. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the rear side of the legs. The rear side of the legs is 12 tall and 8 wide. However, as you can see here, on the left side and the right side, we've already done a layer. Now what this means is we're only placing 6 blocks per layer, because left side and right side adds 2 on, and that gives us our 8 wide area. So starting at the bottom, on the first layer, next to this spruce plank here, we're going to place 2 spruce logs, 2 oak planks, and 2 spruce logs. On top of this, for the second layer, we are going to place 1 spruce plank, 1 oak plank, 2 spruce planks, 1 oak plank, and 1 spruce plank. For the third layer now, we are going to place 1 spruce log, 1 dark oak log, 2 spruce planks, 1 dark oak log, and 1 spruce log. And then for the fourth layer, we're going to place 1 dark oak plank, 1 spruce plank, 1 spruce log, 2 spruce planks, or dark oak planks, getting a bit confused here, 1 spruce log, and 1 dark oak plank. So that is the first 4 layers. Again, do take the opportunity, again, just because sometimes I muddle my words, don't want anyone to be confused. So, on to the next section, once again, consisting of our brown terracotta and our grey terracotta. So for the fifth layer, we are going to place 6 brown terracotta. For our next layer, we're going to place 1 grey, 2 brown, and 3 grey. So that is our 6th layer. For our 7th layer now, we're going to place 3 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey, 1 brown. On top of this, we're going to place 1 grey, 1 brown, 2 grey, 1 brown, and 1 grey. And again, just backing up so you can see, this is what it looks like so far. So that was our 8th layer. For our 9th layer now, we are going to place 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey, 2 brown, 1 grey. For our 10th layer, we're going to place 1 brown, 1 grey, 1 brown, 2 grey, 1 brown. For the 11th, second to last layer, we're going to place 1 brown, 5 grey, and then our 12th and final layer is going to be 1 grey, 1 brown, 1 grey, 2 brown, and 1 grey. And if I back up, it should look something like this. That is a 12 by 8, and that is the rear side of the legs. Now, just like we had on the right side, and just like we had on the front of the right leg, we're going to follow this strap all the way around. So, come to the 10th layer on the left side. We're going to grab ourselves our cyan terracotta and our grey wool, and we're going to place 1 cyan, 2 grey, 1 cyan. On the layers below, so that being the 7th layer, we're going to place 1 cyan, 1 grey, and 2 cyans. So once again, it's 4 blocks wide, follows around the whole side of the leg, and gives you something which looks like this. Once you've done that, that is the legs in its entirety complete. No need to worry about them anymore. We're now going to move on to the rear side of the body. So the rear side of the body is pretty easy in this case. So what we're going to start off by doing is making a solid rectangle, a 12 by 8 rectangle to be more specific, of white terracotta or white stained clay or white hardened clay, whatever you want to call it. This material here, which you can see I'm placing on screen right now, we want to make a 12 tall by 8 wide area solid rectangle of this material. And the reason we're doing this is because the majority of the detail on the back of the statue is going to be as 3D effects. So if we place that, that's the majority of the work out the way. What we're going to do is punch out a few details and then add them. But again, as I said before, the majority of the work is in the 3D details. So come to the bottom left corner of this area, go to the second block up, and we're going to place on the left side and the right side a dark oak plank. On the right side, what we're going to do is count up 1, 2, 3, and on the third block, go 1 to left, punch out this block, and place 1 oak plank. Now from here, I'm going to be going up across, up across, up across, punching out different blocks, so please do listen carefully. So from this oak plank, we're going to go up 1, to left once, and twice. On the second block, punch it out and replace with oak plank. From here, we're going to go up once, twice. On the second block, punch out, replace with oak planks, and go up diagonal to left, and once again, replace with oak planks. From here, we're going to go to the left one, down once and twice, and punch out, replace with oak planks, and once you've done that, that is the rear of the body complete. For now, as I said, we are going to add some 3D effects, but we'll come back to that in a second once we've done the rear side of each arm. Now, in terms of the rear side of each arm, once again, 12 by 4, however, first block already done, so we're placing 3 blocks per layer. Starting off on the left side, aka the rear of the right arm, we're going to start off with the first layer, which has already got 1 brown concrete and 3 white terracotta. The second layer is going to consist of 1 brown concrete, 1 dark oak plank, and 1 white terracotta. The third layer is going to be 3 spruce planks. The fourth layer is 1 spruce plank, 2 brown terracotta. On top of this, we are going to place 2 spruce planks, 1 dark oak plank, and on top of that, we're going to place 3 spruce planks. So that is the first 6 layers complete. In terms of the next section, we're going to grab ourselves our light blue and our cyan. The 7th layer is going to be 3 white terracotta. The 8th layer is going to be 1 white, 1 cyan concrete, 1 white. And on top of this, we're going to place 1 light blue, 1 white, and 1 light blue. On top of this, we're going to cap it off with 3 layers of white terracotta. That will bring us all the way up to the top, and that is the rear of the right arm complete. As you can see again, this pattern of it going up, down, up, down, up, down goes all the way around and is equal on each side. Again, the exact same is mirrored on this side. Again, I'll just give you a second to pause if you want to, but I am going to go for it nonetheless. So on the right side, we already have the first layer, which is 3 white terracotta and 1 brown concrete. Second layer is going to be 1 white terracotta, 1 dark oak plank, and 1 brown concrete. On top of this, we're going to place 3 spruce planks. For the fourth layer now, we need our brown terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 1 spruce plank. On top of this, we're going to place 1 dark oak and 2 spruce planks, and on top of that, 3 spruce planks. And again, if I back up, you should see it's the exact same as the other side. For the 7th layer, we're going to place 3 white terracotta. 8th layer is going to be 1 white, 1 cyan, 1 white. 9th layer is going to be 1 light blue, 1 white, 1 light blue, and then the 10th, 11th, and 12th layers are all going to be white terracotta. So that is the rear side of each arm complete. That is a 12x4 for each arm. And now what we're going to do is add the rear 3D effect to the back of the body, and that will pretty much wrap up the body. So what we're going to do for this, and again, please make sure you have something that looks like this. That's a 12x4 arm, a 12x8 body, and a 12x4 arm. We're going to come to the top left corner of the body, so this part here, and we're going to place a brown concrete. From here, we're going to go to the right one, down twice, to right one, and down one. We're then going to go down diagonal to right again, to the right twice, down, and to right, and it'll meet up with this spruce plank right here. If I back up, it should give you a pattern that looks like this. We're then going to grab ourselves our dark oak. Underneath our starter block, we're going to place 1 dark oak. Underneath this block here, again a dark oak. Underneath this one, dark oak. Down diagonal, and as you can see, we're essentially placing one under each separate block. From here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to leave one, so this oak plank's going to be visible. To right of it, we're going to place one, and same logic applies here. So we leave one here, place one to the right, and that is all the dark oak we're going to place, and that is actually the rear side of the body in terms of the strap. Now, the next step we're going to do is add the back of the belt. So coming to the bottom left corner of the body, we're going to place 1 spruce plank, 1 dark oak, 4 spruce planks, 1 dark oak, and 1 spruce plank. So that's the first layer, and again that is 8 blocks wide. The second layer, we're going to leave 1 block, we're going to place 1 spruce plank, 1 dark oak, 2 spruce planks, 1 dark oak, and 1 spruce plank, and again the 1 block gap on the end. That is, once you've done that, the rear of the body complete in terms of the 3D effects. So if you want to pause here, again, more than happy to do so. And what we're then going to do is just fill in the top of the shoulders using solid white terracotta. So again, this whole area here, just fill it in all solid using white terracotta. And once you've done that, that is the body of the statue complete. Now, at this point, I'm going to have a little spin around, give you guys the opportunity to pause, catch up if necessary. If you're 100% confident that you are ready to move on to the head, again, please just skip forwards in the video and we'll start working on it. But this is more just an opportunity, one last opportunity, I guess you could say, for the final people that may have struggled. Again, there's no issue with that, or had any issues along the video that may be either your issue or my issue. I might not have explained something clearly, so this is your opportunity to catch up. So what I'm going to do in this section is I'm going to come to each independent part of the build. So for example, right now I'm facing the front side of the legs. I'm going to state the dimensions, so that's 12 tall and 8 wide, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to pause. Then, as you can see, I'm going to, in a very slow, cinematic fashion, move on to the next part. So the next part is the front side of the body. Once again, that's 12 by 8, and to the left and the right of it is each arm, which is both 12 by 4. Coming around to the left side, we have the left side of the leg. That is a 12 by 4. With the underside of the left hand, which is a 4 by 4. And with the left side of the arm, which is once again a 12 by 4. Coming around to the right side, with the right side of the leg, 12 by 4. Underside of the right hand, 4 by 4, and then the right side of the arm, once again a 12 by 4. Going around to the rear side with the rear side of the legs, that's a 12 by 8. With the rear side of the body, 12 by 8, the rear side of each arm, 12 by 4. And then the final part, which is of course the shoulders, which is 16 wide and 4 blocks thick. So once you've got that, you should have something that looks like this. Again, if you don't, please go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan. Or, alternatively, drop me a comment down below, let me know the issue, and I can try and help you on a personalised basis. But again, if I don't respond immediately, it is because I'm extremely busy, and I do get a lot of comments. So, again, be patient. If there is someone that you see in the comments struggling, and it hasn't been answered, and you know what you're doing, maybe even drop them a comment and help them out yourself. So the next step, as you've probably guessed by the fact that I've hyped it up a bunch, is of course the head. So for the head, we are going to be using a lot of white terracotta. We're also going to be using a fair bit of light blue concrete and cyan concrete. So we're going to start off on the front side of the body, aka the side that's got the yellow on it. We're going to come to the top left corner, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, we are going to place a white terracotta. We're going to bring it forwards 1 using light blue concrete and 1 cyan concrete. On the right side, we're going to count again the exact same 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, 1 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete, and 1 cyan concrete. Now, in between these two sides, there should be a 6-block gap. In the inner layer, we are going to place 6 white terracotta. On the outer layer, we are going to place 1 light blue concrete, 1 white terracotta, 2 light grey, 1 white, and 1 light blue. Underneath this, again, it's an 8x2. If you want to pause, feel free. Now, in terms of the rear side, we're going to expand it backwards. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backwards on either side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and join together at the rear side, just like we did at the front side, using 6 blocks in between. That will give you an 8x2. This time we're just using white terracotta. So from above, it should currently look like this. This is an 8x8 square. This is going to be a template for the head. So each side is going to be an 8x8 square, and in total it's going to be an 8x8x8 cube. So we've got the front side, left side, right side, and rear side. We're going to start off with the front side first because it's arguably the most detailed side. So in terms of the second layer, so we've got the first layer, I guess, which is 1 cyan, 1 light blue, 1 white terracotta, 2 light grey, 1 white, 1 light blue, and 1 cyan. The second layer is as following. We are going to place 1 light blue concrete, 1 white terracotta, and I guess we can just place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white terracotta, and 1 light blue concrete. Now we will be adding a 3D effect. The third layer is going to be nice and simple. That's going to be 8 white terracotta. For the fourth layer, we're going to place 1 white terracotta. We're then going to need our white wall. So we're going to place 2 white wall, 2 white terracotta, 2 white wall, and 1 white terracotta. On top of this, we are going to place 8 white terracotta, and we're going to repeat this 3 more times. So this is the 6th, 7th, and 8th layer. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tall by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide. So that is now an 8x8 square. Now, in terms of the 3D effects, we're going to come back to the first layer. To the second block, we're going to place 1 light blue concrete, 1 cyan, leave a 2-block gap, place 1 cyan, 1 light blue, and a 1-block gap. On the second layer, we're going to place 1 light blue, leave a 1-block gap, place 4 light blue, 1-block gap, and 1 light blue. In terms of this area here, again you can see this is kind of a little mouth. If you want to make it a bit more distinguished, you could change it to something like spruce planks if you really wanted to, but I think it just makes it look too out there, so I'm going to keep it light grey terracotta. In terms of the next effect, we're going to go above the eyes, and we're going to place 2 light blue concrete on either side, and that's going to act as eyebrows. Now once you've done that, that's essentially the front side of the face complete. Now there is a few controversies in this, because of course some people would argue the eyes are blue, like a blue glowy colour, and some would say white. If you want to make it like generic eyes, what you can go ahead and do is in each side you can place 1 black concrete, like so, and that will turn it into conventional eyes. If you wanted to make it a blue glow, there's many ways you could do this. The way that I found was arguably most effective is I would grab some light blue wool and also some light blue stained glass, and what you'd do is place light blue stained glass in the eyes, and then directly behind them place light blue wool. And essentially, whilst it doesn't glow, it gives the effect of it being light blue eyes without it mixing too much with the concrete. Now, again, I don't 100% like it this way. I prefer it with the white wool, which is personally why I'm making it out of white wool. But again, some can argue that it is a blue glow, so if you want to make adjustments to make it a blue glow, that's probably the best way about going things. So that is the front side of the face complete. Once again, that's an 8x8. If you want to pause, please feel free to do so. And then we're going to head around to the left side. So heading around to the left side, we are going to clear up the inventory a bit. The main materials we're going to need is our white terracotta, our cyan concrete, and our light blue concrete. So the first layer we've got on this side consists of 6 white terracotta, 1 light blue, and 1 cyan. The second layer now is going to be 5 white terracotta, and 2 cyan. The third layer is going to be 5 white terracotta, 1 cyan, 1 light blue. On top of this, we're going to do 5 white terracotta, 1 light blue, and 1 cyan. So that's the first 4 layers. The fifth layer is going to be 4 white terracotta, 1 cyan, 1 light blue, 1 white. And on top of this, for the remaining 3 layers, we're going to do 3 layers of 7 white terracotta. Once you've done this, it looks like, as you can see on screen, 8 by 8 square. What we're going to do is directly under this cyan terracotta here, we're going to place 2 white terracotta as a 3D effect, and that's going to act as an ear and just gives a bit more shape to the side of the head. That is the left side of the head complete. So again, if you want to pause, feel free to do so. And then we're going to head round to the right side, which is indeed the exact same. So heading round to the right side, as you can see, again, pretty plain. The first layer, we've got 1 cyan, 1 light blue, and 6 white terracotta. Second layer is going to be 1 light blue, 2 cyan, and 5 white terracotta. Third layer is going to be 1 light blue, 1 cyan, 5 white terracotta. Fourth layer is going to be 1 cyan, 1 light blue, and again 5 white terracotta. Next layer is going to be 1 white terracotta, 1 light blue, 1 cyan, and 4 white terracotta. And on top of that, 3 layers of 7 white terracotta. Just like we did on the other side, directly underneath this cyan here, we're going to place 2 white terracotta as a 3D effect. That's the right side done, and again, it's the exact same as the left. Now, the good news is, once you've done that, that's pretty much all the hard work out the way. The remaining sides are just solid white terracotta. So that's 2 more sides, the rear side and the top side, which you're just going to fill in solid using white terracotta. Once you've done that, that is pretty much the statue complete. And again, that is the tutorial done. So, this is the time in the video that I do a bit of plugging. And again, it's not really an optional thing these days in YouTube, so if you are going to stick around, much appreciated. So if you did enjoy the video, a like would be very much, again, appreciated. If you didn't, the dislike button's right next to it, but if you're going to hit the dislike button, I really would appreciate a comment. Kind of explain what you didn't like about it, why I can improve for the future, that kind of stuff. In terms of comments, again, let me know what you liked about the video, what you didn't, also what you want to see on the channel. Basically, what I do on the channel is solely around what I see suggested in the comments. So if I see a lot of people asking for Fortnite, I do Fortnite. If I see lots of people asking for anime, I might do anime. I don't know. Preferably something that I actually know and enjoy, because again, it makes it a lot easier to design. Stuff like Fortnite is really fun for me because I love Fortnite. Also, let me know what battle tier pass you are in level or season 5, should I say, because I've been growing it out a ton, and I want to know if anyone out there's beating me to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing if this content is something you're looking for, and hit the notification bell if you actually want to be notified every time I upload. Follow me on Twitter at GummyGames if you really want to know when I upload. That just when YouTube doesn't feel like actually putting it out there. And again, I will leave links in the description to both Jared's plushie video for this same character, as well as JBros Gaming's pixel art. So again, go check them out, show them some love and support, let them know I sent you. And yeah, apart from that, I'll see you again very, very soon for another video. Stay tuned on the channel. I'm trying to think of what else is coming. Yeah, just let me know what you want to see in the future. I will consider doing the upgraded version of this. It's going to be really, really hard. But again, please do let me know if you want to see it. So yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light